Hey friends, welcome back to Not Just for Boys Kit Club. So I am doing layout number 2 for this month using this absolutely adorable premium kit. Now, I did get double papers because I try to do that every month. I didn't for the deluxe kit, and I am telling you I'm a little bit traumatized about it. So I have scraps. Always have myself some little scraps, and I make it kind of a thing to see if I can use them up because I am not pro scrap. I am not. All right, anywho, so I have most of my papers left. So I don't quite know what I want to use yet. So I'm going to go through that with you a little bit. Now, I have a photo, which I can show you that. Look at all of these great papers I have. And this is just the backside of this one. I always just like to know for myself what I have available. So here's the dealio. This is my photo. This is my son. And he has a little Snapchat filter of our puppy in his glasses. So how cute, a boy with a cute little boy in the glasses. So that is that. Now, the first thing I did know, because I always like to use it, my son's wearing a gray tank top. I'm going to use this gray cardstock that comes with our cut files. I also like the cut file, this one here with these hearts in it. I think it's super cute. This was a la carte, I believe. So I know I'm going to use that. Then, in the interest of being obsessed with the a la carte acrylic stuff, I loved these that read boy. I'm going to have my title read boy oh boy. I know it's not that creative, but I think it's so cute. Look at these acrylics. So I know I want to use this teal and this really bright red. So we know we're using these, right? Great. And then I'm like, the next thing I saw was my little Vicki Boutin sticker pack that I have in here with this little mouse purse. So I can bring in the reds and all of that. Look at that red right there to match with the red. I also have on standby these arrow pieces. I've used one right here, I think. I think it was this teal color right here with a wood grain border around it. So I'm going to have those on my desk. I have my Vicki Boutin stickers on standby. I have this, but I think I need something a little more dramatic for the O part. And boy, oh boy. I do have last month's stickers right here from Pretty Little Studio because they might show up better. I better put those on my desk. This is seriously like my weird process of elimination with my kits. Like, I know I want to use this. I know I want to use this. I know I want to use this. Then what do I want to do? So I have these colors. Now, now I know I wanted to use those other letters, but look at these colors with this really nice denim tone. And it would be easy peasy lemon squeezy to use this, but you know, making sure to get some of that red tone in there if possible. So I'm going to grab those two. Now, I can easily map with a piece of this because I already have the scrap for it. Guys, I love this piece of paper right here. I think it is stunning from Maggie Holmes. I did use this side last time, I think. Do I want to bring in the yellow? Kind of brings it a whole primary vibe, but I think I'm going to start there with my papers. I can always bring in more. Now, last layout as well, I brought in this little pom-pom trim. I think it is just so cute and gorgeous. So if I bring in the yellow, I know I want to do that. So yeah, this is seriously how I go about the whole thing. And I have the sequins that go with this kit on my desk, and I love them. Absolutely love them. I mean, there's a silver tone in there. There's yellow. There's the teal. There's gray. I see some wood grain action. All good things are happening. So now I told you guys I like this title will be Boy Oh Boy. Nice and easy with that. So I'm going to put aside these tags. Don't know if I'm bringing in brown yet. Need to kind of come up with a design. So what I'm going to do is trim out my photo. I know I'm matting it. Do I mat it on this dramatic green first? And then the gray? Absolutely. And then the yellow? Yeah, this is super important design concept. Yep, I'm going to mat. and then get a little better plan and come back to you. Oh, and then the cut file, I know I want to back that as well. Don't exactly know how, but I know I want to, so I'll be back in a jiffy. Hey y'all, wanted to pop up really quickly while I'm in the middle of doing my cut file to show you my progress. To get a couple more of these little pieces on here. I have backed my little heart cut file, you know, usual easy peasy paper way. And I also decided I wanted to use a bunch of my sequins because we get tons and tons and tons. And I try to make sure when they come in the kits to see if I can find fun ways to use them. So this time I thought I would go a little sequin heavy, tiny bit, tiny bit, and back a bunch of this cut file with it. And what I'm doing now is I'm gluing little bits of the sequins. Like right here, I wanted a little bit more of that turquoise color, or I'll put a little wood grain somewhere else, but look at how sparkly and fun. It's bumpy, but not crazy bumpy. So what I will do next for that part is I'm just going to get a little adhesive on the white cut file part, put it onto the sequin part, and let it rest while I'm doing the rest of the layout. Now, the way I went ahead and did this, and I'm sure there's about a million good ways, is I just used a tape runner and ran adhesive all over the back and dumped the sequins on and pressed them with my hand. And that is it. That's what we have. Okay, I'm going to keep working on this. I'll be back in a minute. Alrighty, so I have my cut file is drying. That's great. My photo, I matted it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times with scraps as well as the gray cardstock because I love including all kinds of these pieces of the patterns that are in the kits. But, you know, pattern with pattern is my thing. Okay, so I really love this navy blue kind of wavy denim layout, right? Or background. I got to say it the right way. Okay, we can see it. So I have this piece here, and I have some of the same piece of the pattern paper as one of my layers. Can you really tell? Probably not. But I'm going to pretend like it's a big thing. Now, and I have my 2 a la carte wood veneer and acrylic pieces here. The next thing I wanted to do is give myself a nice little white torn edge here. I like when you can see the white stuff. So yeah, nifty little edge here, which I think I'm going to replicate that on this side. And then we're going to have the other clean torn edge on that side. So that's going to keep this really interesting, and I'm not going to have waste. So the way I'm going to make sure to measure that out to make sure it's a clean 12 by 12 is I'm going to go ahead and place one sheet on top of the other and then be able to slide this under like so and just make sure it lines up. Slap a little adhesive. And of course, this one's going to be really easy because it's the exact size. I'm putting it right on top of it. Cool. So, oh, and the other thing I decided I wanted to do is I wanted some of last month's Heidi Swapp Color Shine in Navy in the background as well. So I'm going to do the smooshing technique with my packaging. So let me just get a spot so my hand can go through. You know, pretty much you get it on there and you mush it. But what I think we should do, because I say what I'm going to do all the time, but let me just go ahead, run a nice little gluey line down. We know that this has to sit nice and flush here. If it's a little bit off, guys, this is not the end of the world. It's paper. It's going to be okay. All right, let me move this. Let's get this sitting on this corner. I tend to try not to be too perfect because I think it's an impossibility for me to be perfect with things, but one does like to ish when possible. Oops, this has to come up. Go on, little guy. There we go. Voila. We have a 12 by 12. Isn't that amazing? So same thing on this side. I'm going to use the opposing scrap. We know it's going to match. I've got it in the in my photo mats. I've got it on both sides. It's all going to match, and it's also just the back side of this. See? It is gorgeous Vicki Boutin goodness. So let's do that. And then I'm just going to do a little tiny bit of this smooshing technique behind my photo. And I might, oh, I don't do it often, I might make this a fairly central design. Now, the reason I popped the photo down, I mean, I really don't want it. Yeah, it's going to be pretty central. We're going to do this because I don't need to do a bunch of the mixed media stuff behind it because, quite frankly, you're not going to see it, and I'm going to waste it. And I'm going to waste my time waiting for it to dry. So let's try not to get this blue stuff everywhere. Let's try to be careful. Guys, I am so just loosey-goosey with things, and I'm using my left hand. What am I thinking? Okay, so I'm just going to get some navy on navy business going on so that my photo gets to be the star of the show. Oh, guys, this metallic is making me so happy. I'm really just smooshing it on till I make sure to use up everything that I have on here so I don't stain anything when this goes fluttering away. I'm hoping you can see how cool the navy on the navy is. We're getting a really nice tone on tone shimmer. Are we going to see it all? No, we're going to go like that. And the photo of Justin in blue is going to pop that much more. Okay, let me get playing. I'll be back in a minute. We had a big executive decision that happened. I popped the photo on, right? And then I went ahead and got my little heart cut file thing. And I'm like, it needs to get to be like the co-star on this. So I just shifted everything over, popped a little tiny bit more of that navy Heidi Swapp color shine on, just so we could see it on both sides. And now I'm happy. Now, my title is Boy, Oh Boy. And I was able to use the yellow because it showed up really nicely on this little teal patterned heart. So these are still drying. I'm just trying to make sure that they're on there kind of straight. I think my O down here isn't very straight. Does it matter that much? Actually, it does not. Okay, like that, making sure to be perfectly imperfect because then it looks like you're doing it on purpose. And all of these bits have to dry. This is just down with a little bit of dry adhesive. Now I am having to shift some of these little sequins around as I see them moving and all that. And that's kind of fun. It's just learning the process. Not a big deal, but I do find this whole thing to be a lot of fun to learn how to do something new. Okay, next on my docket is to see, let me glue that down, what goodies I want to use. I think I used plenty of my wooden acrylic. I used a cut file. I used sequins. I literally used 5 pattern papers because that's not extra. So now I just have to see what little goodies to bring in. I have my Vicki Boutin little stickers here. I'm trying to see if there's anything else I might want to bring in. Let me see. And I do want to bring those in. I used plenty of acrylics, so I'm going to move my acrylics along. My a la carte acrylic pieces, which are my current obsession from our kits. I still have, of course, all these sequins that I can add on in a minute, but I do want to go through and see what I'm going to use from here, and I'll be back in a second. All right, so we are on the Homestretch decorating bits. This piece right here, I have a large banner sticker. Let me find the sheet so I can try to show you what I mean. I used the large banner sticker. I needed to bring in a little bit more red because of my title, so I put a scallop sticker on top of that. Now, this banner sticker had a really pink, like this color pink shape on it. I think it was a flower. So I put a piece of teal and then a heart sticker on top of that. So it's a sticker and a sticker and a sticker and a sticker. So this brings in some more of the teal. That's great. This one brings in a little bit of the orange I have on the sides. Not a ton, but some. So it kind of makes sense. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. So now I started looking at these little wordy bits. I'm not trying to bring in too much of the black. There's some black in the writing, some black in the polka dots, a little bit here, but I really, really like the wood grain tag that I popped part of on the top. Oh, and this navy blue twine with dog spit on it. My puppy ran off with my navy blue twine, which was part of the packaging from the kit this month. So it's a little spitty, it'll dry. And then I popped out a tab with just the leftover bits from my tag right there so I could have a little bit more white up top. Now, I like that oh hey girl, but it doesn't work. Oh, I guess we could do oh hey boy. I mean, that makes some sense, right? So that would be cute. Cute. Okay, I have that, which I do like. Now, I'd like one more little word sentiment. Remember to remember this is cute. My son doesn't remember anything, so that kind of works. So let's see. Life is a collection of moments, and that sounds more like me than anything because my very favorite thing to scrapbook are just everyday moments. I mean, don't get me wrong. I do love all the collections like for the holidays and all that kind of stuff. I think, oh gosh, sorry. I think that they're gorgeous, but if I had a choice of what I got to scrapbook, it's always going to be just the everyday, same old moments that we have in life because they're the ones that mean the most to me. That's how it is. Okay. These are not lining up the way I want. Why not? Come on, little guy. Give me slightly equal. Okay, so I have 3 of the sentiments. I like that. This is just holding down some glue, if you wonder why I have that there. Now, I'm feeling kind of happy with this. I feel like I should get a little bit more of that color shine on here and maybe a few of my sequins. So I'm going to do that and I'll come back and show you our finished project. All right, finished layout time. My mist is still drying. Like it dries just a little slower for some reason on that tag. Kind of interesting. Must be however it's finished. Got a little bit here and there along the cut file, which brings it into the background a little bit. But my goodness, do I think it is so cute. I love this collection. I love that this kit has some brighter punches of color. I've really been needing color so much after all the winter scrapbooking that we have been doing. So woohoo, love it. Love the colors, love the saturation, all of the goodness. And my son's not that bad himself. How cute is that picture? Okay, that's it for today, friends. I'm going to leave links down below for the Facebook group for Not Just for Boys Kit Club, for the store, as well as the blog. If you have questions, go ahead and ask, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. But is there anything else? Anything else? Nope, that's it. All right, bye, friends.